They didn't just brush me off, they laughed. I stood there, the HOA president reading my complaint aloud in front of the whole room. "We don't consider this urgent," he said. "We'll get to it when we get to it." They all agreed, snickering like I was wasting their precious time. But this wasn't just about an issue in the neighborhood. This was my family's legacy. My grandfather helped build this place, and they were stomping on it like it was just a line on a paper. I wasn't going to let that slide. They thought they could keep me quiet, but I wasn't going anywhere. If they wouldn't listen to me, I'd make them listen to someone they couldn't ignore. I did some digging, deep digging. I found out the HOA had been expanding their so-called exclusive parking lot on land they didn't even own, my land, without permits. They thought they could sneak around the rules and get away with it. Well, I was about to bring the hammer down. So, I filed a formal complaint with the city inspector. I had every piece of evidence I needed. Old maps, zoning violations, photos, and even emails showing that the HOA had been secretly plotting this expansion behind the scenes. They had no idea what they were up against. The real fun started when the city inspector showed up. The look on the HOA president's face when he saw that inspector step out of his truck? Priceless. The inspector walked straight to the door of the HOA office, clipboard in hand, and said, "I'm here to inspect this illegal development. You're in violation of city zoning laws." And just like that, the board went into full panic mode. They tried to scramble, trying to explain themselves, but it was too late. The city inspector slapped a big red stamp on their expansion project. Illegal. They couldn't hide it anymore. As the inspector started to measure the land, the neighbors began to gather, phones out, recording every second. The HOA president, looking like he was about to combust, tried to stop the inspector, but the damage was done. The neighbors weren't laughing anymore. They were filming, sharing, and cheering me on. By the time the inspector was done, the parking lot was off limits. Not just shut down, the whole project had to be torn down. The HOA had no choice but to pay for the destruction of their own expansion. The neighbors? They were celebrating, high-fiving, honking their car horns, even waving me on the street like I was some kind of neighborhood hero. And the best part? The HOA president couldn't even look me in the eye. He knew who had won. Next time they decide to dismiss someone's complaint, they might want to check if it's coming from someone who knows how to use the law against them. For more HOA takedowns, like, subscribe, and stick around for the next revenge.